Just a kind of a quickie, get you guys on track of what's going on here. Yeah, so I got some fabric. I've narrowed it down to, I want to say, three choices. First one is, and this is probably the one I'm going to end up going with, is this one here, which I think looks pretty good. And using this as the OB, or belt, wide belt, I guess they call it. Oh, and the camera that falls over continuously until I get really frustrated. There we go. All right, so something like that. I think that's a good combination, personally. I do have another blue with gold on it that's got these ocean patterns on it, which look pretty cool. Let's get this up here. Yeah, and I know this goes over the shoulder. I'm not cutting this thing until I'm settled on what I'm going to end up putting on it. I mean, the fabric wasn't super expensive, but doesn't mean I want to waste it either. To me, this looks all right too, but too much of the same patterns going on there. You know what I mean? And I don't know, it's kind of monotone, sort of boring. I think with the other one, it's got birds patterns are a little bit more dynamic. And the last one was this one, which, I mean, I'm still on the fence about. So, not good at this dress thing. All right. Should have got my wife to do this. She's probably got better fashion sense. So yeah, there's that. With, again, I still want to keep the center belt kind of not too busy. If I can squeeze it down there without breaking the arm off. There we go. And I know there's going to be some Japanese person out there, or a Nipponophile or Japanophile that's an expert in kimonos. I'm not an expert. This is not I know how they're supposed to look. This is just to kind of get an eye for the patterns and colors. And I know there's something to do with seasonal stuff. It's going to be a robot with a kimono, so best not to take it too seriously. But yeah, so that's basically it. So basically what it's going to do is, if I can get it right, you've got a piece here. I've already looked at a pattern. A piece here. So there's the main robe. Then there's the sleeves, right? Which are going to be like this. Right? Hand will come out here. That's about where the sword will be. About right there. Oops. Let me rotate this thing around a little bit. So, sword will be like that. And then so basically the choices are between, let me see if I can lay this out in a way that makes sense. I'm taking a break from this one tomorrow. If you haven't already seen my live stream announcement for tomorrow, I'm going to be building not a robot, a monster out of foam clay. So this is pattern number 1. Let's get some light on the other side. There we go. Maybe that's easier to see. So pattern number 1 with this is the belt. And then pattern number 2, which I'm really kind of aiming for this one. You know, I'm really looking at this one. Get that in there. With this is the belt. And yes, the belt's going to be much thinner. Let me see if I can get it in there. There we go. Maybe about like that. So this is the one I'm kind of looking at that I think I'm going to go with. I just like the look of the cranes with this sort of other darker, simpler pattern to break it up. Or the super busy one, which doesn't look bad either. Not gonna lie, it doesn't look too shabby either. Again, with the same belt. So there's your choices, or my choices. Somebody wants to comment below. We've got that one or this one. And this. There you go. It's a mess. I'll figure it out. Shouldn't be too hard to figure out. And no, just in case you're asking, yeah, I did work on the legs a little bit more just to add a little bit more girth and a little shape to them. But I'm by far not done. This is going to have a lot more detail. There's going to be more of a thigh muscle reaching into the buttock area. This is going to be the showpiece leg, the one that really kind of comes through, and you'll see the feet here. I'm going to do some traditional shoes. I haven't decided if it's going to be the little two stilt shoes or the solid shoe. And forgive me if I forget the name. Yeah, so probably some more detail in here. Of course, the face, the hair. And I'm looking at a cord to go around the this portion of the belt as well. If I go with this one, with this color, it'll probably be a red cord. If I go with this color, there's a black one I've got I can probably use. I may even try to incorporate something a little more techy, like some sleeving. I don't know. I'll figure it out. But oh, you're awake. What are you doing, man? Anyway, I was just going over, Aaron, some of the aspects of this. You can see the majority of the bulk of it is built out. I still have to build out the legs a little bit more. A lot of this is going to be under the kimono. I don't know how much you've seen of the other videos yet, but I also made a scabbard for the sword and blade that it's going to be using, which is this one. You can see it's got a slight curvature to it compared to what I carved it from. Took a piece of bamboo and shaved it down to this. So that'll be there where the hand is, which I will sculpt. And then for the dress or kimono or yukata or however you want to call it, I don't know to what extent or how much detail I'm going to go into with it. That is going to be either this pattern with this sort of more simple pattern on it. Let me see. So basically this pattern, and it's going to be like overlapping like a robe when it's finally finished, but for now I'm just kind of slipping it on there so I can get an idea. But with this as a belt, right? Or, because I don't think you were logged in when I did it the first time, there's this pattern, a lot more complex, but again with the same belt. And I think either one of them will probably look all right. So there you go. So, Aaron, you're the only one on live. You tell me which one. The big, busy floral one, which, you know, doesn't look too bad. It's also got a crane sort of motif to it. The sleeve would look something like this. And then, let me see if I can get this over here. So to give you an idea, it'd be kind of like that, where the sleeve is. And I don't know why I keep going back to this one. It's not quite as busy. It's pretty busy, but it's, and I probably won't be able to see you texting, Aaron, so just tell me if you, you can Insta me later or whatever, but there's that one, which is going to have like that kind of sleeve. Also, with this. And this belt's going to be used on both. And then what I talked about using for the, it's like a rope. I forget if it's just called a rope or a cord. But, yeah, there's going to be like a corded belt that goes around this also. I'm going to try to put as much detail as I can into it. But yeah, I'll get a nice kind of evil looking mechanical face, or, you know, oops, not even filming it. So I'm looking at doing a face right here, the headpiece, maybe some kind of technical bits here that probably won't be seen, but one of the sleeves I might pull down over the shoulder like in the picture, so I can try to put a little bit more details in the arms as well. You know, just to fill it out, even though a lot of it's not even going to be visible. And then the leg, a lot of techie stuff here to do the joints, maybe some kind of cabling or paneling. Probably more paneling than cabling. Fill this out a little bit more. Let's get some light over here. And then reshape this a little bit. It's okay. This actually, the shape isn't too bad. I think it's just... And it's an Android, so, you know, I can kind of judge the anatomy however I like. But, yeah, I think for the most part, the bulk of it is done. It just needs some detail work. Got to work on this, figure out what colors I'm going to use, and how I'm going to sew it together, because I don't own a sewing machine. Yeah, I've stitched patches on, so how hard could it be, right? All else fails, I'll just double stick tape it. You know, the secret sauce. All right, well, that was just my update. This is going to take a little break for a while, put it on hiatus. I mean, I'm dedicated, I'm going to finish it. It's just not really going to happen this weekend. So anybody else who happens to be lurking around or watches this video later, just hold your breath on this cyborg Geisha, and yeah, I'll get with you guys next week on it. But if you want to catch me in the live stream tomorrow between 11 a.m. and 1 p.m., if you're in the UK, that's probably sometime between 5 and 6 p.m. So, and I say UK because I know there's a few guys that watch from the UK. So I'll be doing a Creature for Morgan's Monster Mayhem, which ends in the end of June. And yeah, I was kind of on the fence about what monster to make, but I'm gonna do my avatar, my mascot, my little channel mascot, that bot beast, half robot, half monster. So that'll be fun. Gonna make it out of part of the reason I'm in the garage is I got to get some of this stuff. Where'd it go? I need. Hey, look, there's the Molduga in my bear. The Molduga's gonna get done. Don't worry, it'll get done. It's just in the project drawer. So we're grabbing this, and let's see. We're grabbing some sheets of these. Oh yeah, that's gonna be a monster tomorrow. All right, talk to you guys later. Like and subscribe if you watch this and you haven't already, please. That would be polite. And if you don't like it, you know, don't. I mean, I'm not gonna force your hand or anything. You know? But say goodbye. 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 It's like they have a life of their own. All right. Talk to you later. Bye.